On November 1st, 2019, I was working away at my desk when the phone rang. It was my grandson calling to say that he had rear-ended somebody and that he had been taken to jail. He said the court would not release him until he posted bond. Well, since I had a few minutes, I decided to play along. I have two grandsons. One's about 1 year old and has not yet passed his driver's test. He's pretty good in his bouncy chair, but doubtful that it would cause much damage if he got near the rear end of a car. My other grandson is 13. He's autistic and he's never spoken a word in his life. Lucky for my alleged grandson on the phone, an attorney happened to be there who volunteered to help him. He put the attorney on the phone, a guy by the name of James Reynolds. You will hear me ask Reynolds where he is licensed. He said California. I asked him for his bar number, and he said it is 37,719. When lawyers in California are licensed, they receive a sequential number. The number 37,719 does not exist, but the bar numbers around that number were all issued in January of 1966. Figuring 4 years of college and 3 years of law school, that would make Mr. Reynolds around 80 years old. As you will hear, he sounds pretty good for 80. In my second call with him, I told him that I could not find him on the California Bar website. He then changed his story and said that he's licensed in New York. I checked New York, and the two living James Reynolds have bar numbers each with 7 digits. The attorney confirmed that I could help my grandson get out of this jam if I would post his bond. I asked if I could come right down and pay the court, but Attorney Reynolds said that's not the way the court in Colton, California does it, and that I need to go to my bank instead and get $2,000 in cash. And then I need to take it to Home Depot and get 4 $500 gift cards. I said that was a bit odd, but he said, well, that's the way this court does things. I said I'd prefer to bring cash, but he said the court will not take cash. He asked me how long it would take me to go to the bank and to Home Depot and get back home, and I told him about an hour. He said he'd call back so that he could get the account numbers off the gift cards and that he would process them for me at the court. He said he is a corporate attorney for Home Depot and that he has a corporate Home Depot laptop with him. I said, but you just told me that you're a corporate attorney for Allstate. He said, well, he represents them both. I said, well, call me in an hour and I'll have the gift cards. Here is the recorded conversation with the attorney. And how are you? Oh, boy, cell phone's going off here. What is your name again? I'm sorry.
My first name is James.
Yes.
And my last name is Reynolds.
Yes, okay. And you are an attorney?
I'm a corporate attorney for the insurance company, Target stores, and Home Depot locations. So rest assured, Mark is in very, very good hands.
Okay. And you're licensed where in California?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's your bar number?
What's my bar number?
Yes.
Yeah, my bar number is 37719.
37719. Okay.
The judge did put a gag order on this to stop any publicity of Mark's name.
Yes.
So I can only speak to you out of attorney-client privilege. Until we get the criminal charges stayed and we get his civil rights reinstated, it must remain confidential.
I see.
Otherwise we'll have a problem with the court.
I got you. Okay.
Okay. He is under arrest currently, and he has been charged with negligent driving.
Yes.
So the only other phone call Mark will be allowed is when he's in front of the judge in the courtroom.
I see.
The good news for him is I entered a plea bargain, and the court accepted it. And that's the best news we could possibly ask for.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, I said, look, we'll post a $2,000 bond for 48 hours to give the judge, to give the court its integrity. Yeah. And in return for our plea bargain, for our bond, we asked for a plea bargain to please stay the negligent driving charge. They agreed to that, so that's the very best news he could have. Simply put, if we do nothing, The judge will remand him into custody until his court date, and then he'll formally charge him.
Uh-huh.
The other side of this, we appease the integrity of the judge. We post a $2,000 bond for 48 hours, which of course you do get back. In return for posting the bond and giving the court its integrity, the judge will accept our plea bargain, stay the charge. In a couple hours, 2-3 hours, we'll get him released with just a ticket and a small fine.
I see. Okay.
Okay. I have a corporate Home Depot laptop. I will not assume the responsibility of having your personal credit card in my corporate laptop, but what I can do for you and Mark, which is probably your quickest, easiest, cheapest way to bond them out, is do you have a Home Depot location in your vicinity?
Yes, we do. There's one in
Okay.
near us.
Okay. Okay, what you could do is you could buy 4 $500 Home Depot gift cards. You would come home with the cards and just stay off the phone. Because when Mark goes in front of the judge, he'll be allowed one phone call.
Yeah.
He'll phone you on your home residential phone number from the courtroom.
Yes.
When he calls you, he'll simply ask you for the number off the cards. He'll write them on a piece of paper. He'll hand them to the court clerk. The court clerk will verify and witness me post his bond through my corporate laptop.
I see.
That's pretty much your quickest, easiest, cheapest way to bond them out.
I see.
How far away are you from your bank and Home Depot?
About 10-15 minutes. No big deal.
Okay, because his neck's purple. He's in a neck brace. He's very, very worried. He's never been arrested, thrown in a jail cell before, so it's pretty unsettling for him, and he is in discomfort. So I want to get him released as quickly as possible. You have your pen and paper?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Number one, you got to go to the bank, take out $2,000 in cash, because you can only buy those cards with money.
I see, okay.
Okay, then write down number two. It's an orange card. It'll say Home Depot on the card.
Yeah.
I'm only allowed to process up to $500 per card on my personal corporate laptop. So
I see.
you'll have to buy 4 $500 cards.
Okay.
And then the third thing, you just come home and you stay off the phone. Because if Mark's in the courtroom phoning you and you're on the phone for 20 minutes talking, the judge won't stop. He'll just remand him into custody and keep going on in his day.
Oh, I see.
Do you have a cellular phone just in case Mark goes before the judge sooner than later?
Not that's going to be available to me, no.
Okay, that's not an issue. One thing is, though, because a person was badly hurt in the other car and hospitalized, the judge did put a gag order on this. So when you're at Home Depot, don't get the cards claused as a legal issue, or when the court clerk witnesses and verifies me post the bond through the corporate laptop, he'll say I'm bonding out Mark on cards claused as a legal issue. That contradicts the gag order. So I would just say they're gifts for home repair. I want to book the court to get him out of here as quickly as possible. How long do you think it's going to take you to go to the bank, Home Depot, and come home?
Oh, probably about maybe an hour or so.
Okay, so I'm going to book the court for 1 hour from now.
Okay, and what's your phone number?
Yeah, I'll give you my phone number. Don't panic if you can't get a hold of me right away. It just means I'm in court. We're not allowed our phones in the courtroom. You can take pictures and record. My number's 951-246-2417. And you have my name. It's James Reynolds.
James Reynolds, okay. Okay, got it.
Okay,
and
very good. I'll start
and tell me.
If there's no other questions, I'll pass you back to Mark.
Yeah,
Just in the other room with the bailiff. You can let him know not to worry. He'll be going home very soon.
Okay, and tell me, what was your bar number again? I'm sorry.
You want my bar number again?
Okay, very good. 37719. And what was what law firm are you with, James?
Allstate. Yeah.
Allstate. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, very
Hey,
good.
I'll pass you back to Mark. If
Okay.
there's no other questions, you can let him know not to worry, okay?
Sure. Okay.
Okay, one moment. Hey, Grandpa.
Okay. Listen, I gotta get in the car and head down, so I'll talk to you later. Good luck.
I wanted to tell you that they took my cell phone.
Okay.
They said that they're disruptive to the court
Yeah, right.
because you can take pictures of what's going on.
You bet. No problem. Okay.
So I have to call you when you get back home.
Okay. Very good. Bye-bye.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye. The next recorded session is the return call from Attorney Reynolds after I have returned from the bank and Home Depot with the gift cards. I'm sorry. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, it's James Reynolds. How are you, Mr. Wright?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Mark's in the court docket. He's going to be phoning you in about 15, 20 minutes. How
Yeah.
did you make out for him?
Well, I went to the bank and I got the cash that you were talking about, no problem. And then I went down to Home Depot and they said that they wouldn't issue them because sometimes this is not a legitimate request. And I don't know why they said that. Is there any other alternative?
Well, you're going to have to hire a bondsman if you don't. What did you tell them at the store?
Nothing. I just asked for 4 $500 gift cards, and they said,
Yeah, all you had to say was the gifts for home repairs. And they would have said, oh,
well,
no problem.
yeah, but
Would have given
then
them.
I know. But then they said that they'd had other similar requests like this that weren't legitimate, and so they wouldn't.
Well, there's fraud in everything. I mean, that if you're not going to go through Home Depot, because I have a corporate laptop, then you're going to have to go the alternative route. You're going to have to grab your yellow pages. You're going to have to go down to a bondsman. You're going to have to hire them, put up collateral, and go that way.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I was trying to make it quick because his neck is purple. I was trying to get him out of here as quickly as possible.
So what do I need to tell? What do I need to tell the bondsman?
You just tell the bondsman you need a bond, and you have Mark's name and everything.
So I can't bring the cash to the court?
No, they won't accept cash. You got to go through a bondsman or post a bond through my laptop.
And you
back to Home Depot, and you can just say, look, they're gifts. I don't understand why you're giving me attitude. It's like,
yeah.
But I'll leave that to you. To me, I don't care. I just care about my client. I don't care how you bond them at. You told me you were a senior. I said, look, I'll make it easy for him so he can do it quickly. We'll get you home in the next hour and a half. But you go back to Home Depot.
You mentioned that you have a Home Depot laptop, but you work for Allstate?
I work for Allstate, Target stores, and Home Depot. I'm a corporate attorney.
Oh, you work for all of those. Oh, I see.
Work for all three of them.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I looked up
I only have a laptop from Home Depot, so.
I looked up your bar number and 37,719, and I didn't get any result on that. Is it a California bar card you have?
No, New York.
Oh, New York. Oh, I see.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all righty.
Okay. So are you going to go back to Home Depot, or what are you doing?
How do you manage to practice law in California if you're licensed in New York?
Because I'm a corporate attorney. I was here on the courthouse on a completely separate issue.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then when I saw you had Allstate, I said, I'll take a look at his police report. And that's when I addressed him. I said, Mark, you realize they're going to try and give you a criminal charge today.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't realize that. And then
I
I said, listen, you don't want a public defender. You want a good attorney that can plea bargain this down to tickets and a fine.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, the last issue is I have 2 grandsons. One is 1-year-old and the other one is autistic. He's 13 and he's never spoken a word in his life. Hello? Hello?
A 90-year-old lady I know was recently the victim of this same scam, except the person who was going to help her granddaughter was an off-duty cop. Unfortunately, she actually believed the scam, and this one was for $4,000. She went to the bank, she got the money, she went to Home Depot, and she actually bought 8 gift cards, each in the amount of $500. When she asked a friend to drive her to where she was supposed to meet the off-duty cop, the friend asked her why. like in my case, the cop told her the judge put a gag order on the case and that she could not tell anyone about this arrangement. If she did, she might go to jail too. The friend was suspicious and said she would not drive her unless she told her what was going on. After she reluctantly explained to the friend explained that it's a scam and not to go through with it. My friend almost lost $4,000. I read about this scam online many times, and I've seen articles about it in the AARP magazine. Quite often, in fact. Elderly people are the ones they try to scam. Let anyone and everyone you know not to fall for it.